And welcome back to the Athletics franchise mode here on MLB The Show 25. We are in the month of July, and the A's just are kind of out of it at this point. You know, we're going to look into some trades today, unless this team miraculously turns it around. I mean, we're only 8 games under. I think if we get to 500, I won't sell at the deadline, but this team's making it very hard for me right now. First, we're gonna go to the draft, and I guess I messed up scouting again. I actually did scouting this time around. I didn't know you have to scout locations more than once, though, and I think that's what I didn't do. But we had a great draft last year without scouting, and first round pick this year is gonna be Boyd Charlton. He's a third baseman, and he's 6'4", and he's 18 years of age, and he's a switch hitter. Kevin Bravo, our second round pick, 18 years of age. We're going with the high school players this time around, right? I mean, this guy looks pretty solid. Cleveland Wilkinson looks like an absolute unit. I know he's 22, but I mean, potential at worst is an 85. Sign me up. Next up, Damon Knight. Potential's not great. I mean, it could be better, but the overall, it doesn't look horrible. He's 21 years old playing catcher. Why not? You know, at this point in the draft, we're getting into the 5th round, or 4th round, and we had a comp pick, and I just ran out of time. Thought I had 4 minutes. Instead, I had 60 seconds. So Luis Almonte, welcome to the team. Didn't want you, but you're here. Chris Herman, a relief pitcher, looks decent, 22 years of age. I think this will play. Bringing him onto the squad. Next, Steven Matsumoto, our last pick, 18 years of age, could be solid, could be absolutely horrible at the overall, but the potential isn't bad, so it is what it is. On to the All-Star game. No pitchers for us this time around. If you remember last year, we had Springs and Mason Miller as All-Stars, but Mason Miller has been horrible this season. So we'll get to that in a little bit. In terms of the bats, we do have a couple All-Stars. The first one being Shea Langeliers. Moved him down the lineup, batting .259. Excuse my capture card for being all glitchy today. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll take it. Shea Langeliers, big season. Also for the first time, 28 years of age. I thought about trading him, but now that we have this, no, I'm going to keep him around. Also, Bo Bichette's an All-Star. That's exactly what we wanted when we signed him here. He is going to be part of the rebuild. He's only 28 years of age. I know this isn't what he signed up for, but hey, we're paying you $21 million a year. So just deal with it, pal. I just found this funny. The Nationals traded their 3 highest prospects for Shane McClanahan, only to flip him for an 18-year-old and a 25-year-old. What are you doing? I don't know. Contract year, I get it, but the Nationals just don't make sense in this game. They traded everybody, including CJ Abrams and Dylan Cruz. We're 14 games under. It's time to sell, guys. It's been fun, Luis Severino. It's been fun, Emilio Pagan. It's Jeffrey Springs, All-Star last season. We got a clean house, guys. We're going to Vegas in 2 seasons. We are going to have the money. I need to clear up as much money as possible for free agency. So we are going to trade every veteran on this team. I'm not joking. Luis Severino to the Cleveland Guardians for Hunter Gaddis, who's been having a great year, and Chase DeLauder. I don't know what DeLauder is going to be eventually for our team. We're going to add 2 prospects into the deal as well, but I think this is a great deal for us. You're going to see Hunter Gaddis' stats. He's been phenomenal, and he can be part of the long-term rebuild out the bullpen because we are going to get rid of Emilio Pagan. Hunter Gaddis is a much cheaper alternative. His ERA is like 2. Next up, Jeffrey Springs, All-Star last season. He should have some value. We're going to get Hunter Barco from the Indianapolis Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Lane Fleming, a 20-year-old A potential guy for Jeffrey Springs, a guy who can immediately help the Pirates right now for their playoff push. They're the World Series champions last year. That's a trade that makes sense. They'd go out and acquire another All-Star pitcher. Aroldis Chapman and Emilio Pagan, they're just gone. We can't get much out of them, let's just be honest. We're going to trade for the Giants' Marco Luciano. I mean, do we have any Marco Luciano truthers out there? If we do, shout out to you. He's really hasn't become anything for the Giants, but we're going to trade for him. Josh Bell has had a phenomenal season, got robbed of being an All-Star this year, and we're going to trade for Jeremiah Jackson from the Minnesota Twins. Bell is on a contract. No, he's on the first of 2 years, but I mean, he's 73 overall. The trade value isn't the greatest. We're going to get what we can get. So Jeremiah Jackson, if you remember him from the Angels franchise, if you've been watching the channel for that long, if you have, thank you. I don't think Jeremiah Jackson is going to be much, but it is what it is. Another trade. Guys, the Los Angeles Dodgers don't need Dalton Rushing. He's their 3rd catcher in their organization. He's got nowhere to go for this team. If we trade them Yoan Moncada, who's been great, I hate seeing him go, but Yoan Moncada, Ramon Urias, who's our starter, and Willie Castro is another starter. Give him 3 starters for Dalton Rushing. We're going to trade for Jake Geloff, and I don't know, we're going to throw in another prospect to make it a little bit more realistic. I'll take Juan Bin Cho. Boom. I feel like this is more than fair. Dalton Rushing is going nowhere for the Dodgers, and we're sending them a bunch of guys for their 1 millionth playoff push. Let's do it. Okay, we're not done yet with the trades. Willie Castro, I mean, he's on a long-term contract. It makes sense, yeah. Get rid of these guys. Next up, Esteury Ruiz. This trade's kind of bullcrap, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to take it. Caleb Lomavita, former Cal catcher from Hawaii. I don't know why the Nationals traded him as well in this thing, but we're going to take him in this trade. And Shang-In Lin. I know we have a lot of catchers, but these guys, we can move them if we have to. For Esteury Ruiz, he had no future for this team. Send him to Cincinnati. Next up, JP Sears. Yeah, I'm trading everybody, I know. Sears, we can get some value out of him. I think Jace Young is great. Now, Young got a shot at the Tigers a couple seasons ago, has not seen the major leagues since. So I'm going to take this trade. Eric Silva going to come into the trade as well from the Toledo Mudhens. So thank you, Detroit, for that offer. And I think that might be it. Our rotation is absolutely hammered right now. We have nobody left. Ryan Cusick will get to start now. So shout out to him. We've been waiting for Cusick to finally get that start in the majors or being a permanent starter in the major leagues, and that's what we're going to do. DJ Hurz, I don't know why he's a relief pitcher in this game. He's never been a relief pitcher. We're going to make him a starting pitcher. Now he goes from a 71 to a 79 overall. I'll take that. DJ Hurz is officially now part of the young core. I'll take that. Our lineup is what it is now. Blade, Bichette, Butler, Rooker, Langeliers, Geloff, Soderstrom, DeLauder, Wilson. We're going to let Jace Young split time with Jacob Wilson at third base. I don't see the long-term solution for Jacob Wilson, I'll be honest. I mean, I hope he performs, but who knows? Our prospect situation is pretty damn good. Nelson Rodriguez, I guess, hasn't graduated officially, even though he's been on the Major League roster for most of the season. We got Lane Fleming in that trade, so he's now our fourth best prospect. Dalton Rushing, our fifth. MLB The Show screwed up prospects. They really did, because all of the current prospects in the league, like JJ Weatherholt, right? I mean, that guy should be like top 50, right? All the current prospects in today's MLB got crappy potential ratings. Like the one I bring up is like, hell, Seaver King from the Washington Nationals. I know, again, Seaver King out of Vandy's not supposed to be the best player, but he's C potential. And he was the number 10 pick in the draft last season. It just, nobody's an A potential in the minor leagues. They're all C's, like first round picks are C potential. I mean, they got to be at least B, half of them. So I don't know. And the guys coming in from the draft, they are how prospects have been in the past in MLB The Show. They've been B, A potential if you get them early in the draft. So I don't know. They really screwed up, I think, this year with the prospects. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing here. But a lot of the current prospects are nowhere near as good as the prospects that were getting auto-generated through the draft. Now, we're playing the Mets today. I'm not expecting much. Again, we're just tanking now. You know, we're going to see what happens and who does perform. I mean, I hope DJ Hurz is one of these guys, Ryan Cusick down the stretch of the season. We've got 2 more videos, including this one, for the 2026 regular season. We are getting the hell out of Sacramento, guys. We're going to bid farewell to Sacramento tomorrow, and then we're moving on to 2027 in the offseason. Okay? Clay Holmes pitching today for the Mets. I'm just going to provide you the highlights of this game because my Elgato decided to glitch out today. I don't know what happened, so I don't really want to. I mean, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this entire thing with a glitchy Elgato. Okay? So we're going to just go through the highlights today. A's lineup is Blade, Bichette, Butler, Rooker, Langeliers, Young, Soderstrom, Wilson, DeLauder. We are sitting some guys today. Actually, no, I think that's legitimately our starting lineup. Yikes. So after a JJ Bleday flyout, Bo Bichette grounds out, he breaks his bat. Here comes Lawrence Butler, and Butler gets one through into right field. So, you know, capture card and everything glitching, but Lawrence Butler is on with a single with 2 outs. Bringing up Brent Rooker, who's just been disappointing this year. 237 is just not cutting it, pal. You know, you're a 92 overall, and all you do is hit. You don't even play the outfield. What are we doing? Ryan Cusick, the game was forcing him back down to AAA a couple times. I had to sign a free agent pitcher to, you know, make sure we have enough pitchers down in AAA. So this is Cusick's actually first start. I kid you not, I signed Patrick Corbin to a 1-year deal. And I'm forcing him to go pitch in AAA for us because it wasn't letting me do anything. It was forcing Cusick to go back every time. Anyways, hoping for a good night tonight out of him. He gets Juan Soto on the 1-2, and Juan who? Yeah, looking away on the fastball. Pete Alonso now on the 1-1 pitch, gonna pop one up into the infield. One first baseman pops out to another. Down goes Alonso as there is Tyler Soderstrom. We go to the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second for Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo gonna fly one into center field. There is JJ Bleday. Runner, though, will not tag from second to third. So first and second here with 2 outs for Ronnie Mauricio. Broken bat, ball on the ground to Jace Young, and Young makes the play. All right, we move on now to the top of the third, bottom of the third. I didn't know my Elgato was glitching this hard when I was editing, because I might have just scrapped this video and all. Whoops. Tyron Taylor with a single into right field. It's going to be an RBI with the runner on second. Runner on first here. Runner first and second with 1 out for the Mets. And that ball is going to get through from Mark Vientos. So Cusick with a little bit of danger here in the bottom of the third. The Mets now going to go up 2-0. I mean, do we ultimately really care about winning? No. We just kind of want to compete. That's what we're looking to do this season. Jesus Sanchez gets him on the corners with 2 outs, and he puts one on the ground right to Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom hurries up and gets the out at first base. We move now to the top of the 4th, and up to the plate for the A's will be Brent Rooker. Runner on first after a walk is Lawrence Butler, and here comes Butler trying to steal second base, and he is in there. Lawrence Butler really been using that speed as of late. Not an all-star this year, and oh, he's hurt. Okay. It's just some ice and aspirin will heal it. All right, so he's not going to be out for a while, but Butler's going to have to be removed from the game. Justin Henry Malloy now going to take his spot. Anyways, 2 outs now for Jace Young. I completely missed this ball at the PCI, yet it is flying. Deep right field, Jace Young. Soto tried to bring it back, but 356 feet for Jace Young, his first ever home run. All he needed was an opportunity, like Landon Knack, who we traded for earlier in the season. Jace Young, I don't know if he's the permanent solution at third base, but man, what a start for him. He's batting 356 feet off the bat. Jace Young ties this game up at 2-2. We go to the top of the 6th. Shea Langoliers up on the 1-1 pitch. Shea Bang Aliers. Big home run for Shea. 404 feet, his 21st of the season. Guys, has Shea Langoliers officially arrived? Again, we gotta look for the positives this season. I think this might be one. 404 feet off the bat of Shea Langoliers, his 21st home run of the season. He was an all-star this year. Shea Langoliers gives the A's a 3-2 lead. We stay in the top of the 6th, and look at Jace Young, another hit up the middle. Young's on with a 1-out base knock. Soderstrom up now on the 1-1 pitch. He's going to hit one up the middle. That ball is going to get through. Back-to-back knocks for the Athletics. First and second here with 1 out for Jacob Wilson. Huge spot for the third baseman tonight. Wilson on the 1-2 pitch. Rips one into left field. That ball is going to get down. That's going to probably score Jace Young. Oh, he's only got 35 speed. Oh, we're out. Oh, yeah, we're out. Ooh. Bad send. Bad send for me. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, Wilson's playing second tonight, excuse me, because no Zach Geloff tonight. 2 down, Chase DeLauder up. I don't think DeLauder is going to be here for very much longer, but he's going to fly out. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and I introduce to you Jose A. Ferrer, the future of the Washington Nationals bullpen in real life, but we're going to bring him in here in the bottom of the 7th to take on the Mets. He hasn't had many appearances this season, and yet Tyrone Taylor going to hit one in the right field. That's going to be a base knock, and runners at the corners now for New York. Ferrer throws very hard. His overall is still bad in this game, though. He's a 69. So he will see Juan Soto on the 2-2. Juan blasts one deep left field. Chase DeLauder is there, but that's going to score a run, and the New York Mets have now tied this game up at 3-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. So runner on first, 2 outs. Runner on third, now for Mark Vientos. Bo Bichette going to try to make the play. Wow. I mean, nonchalant as hell, but we'll take it. Bo Bichette saves Jose Ferrer. This is a 3-3 game now. We're in the top of the 9th. Edwin Diaz now on the mound for the Mets, and Tyler Soderstrom going to welcome him in the game with a slap shot into left field. There's going to be a single. Jacob Wilson now on the 2-2 pitch. Jacob Wilson, 2 hits in this game. All right. First and second, no outs for the A's. Huge opportunity for Chase DeLauder on the 1-2 pitch, and DeLauder strikes out in a slider. Okay. That'll be the first out the inning. JJ Bleday now up on the 3-1 count. Hitter friendly count on the ground, but there is a double play turn for the Mets, and they do get Bleday at first. 3-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. Hunter Gaddis, we just traded for him. He's been phenomenal all year long. 1.7 ERA for the reliever. Gaddis will see Francisco Lindor on the 1-1 pitch. Lindor right to Jace Young, but Jace Young, who's had a phenomenal game tonight, is just going to miss the mark on the throw. So Lindor's on first, no outs. Tyrone Taylor at the dish on the 2-2 pitch. Got him. Looking on the fastball, Gaddis. That's his first out the inning. Juan Soto now on the 1-1 on the ground. Jace Young, time to make up for it. Young to Wilson, Wilson to Soderstrom, and the new look A's turn the double play to send us into extras. In comes the southpaw, Danny Young, 4.35 ERA so far this season. And here comes Bo Bichette, the all-star. Bichette in the left field, getting it down. The 3-time all-star Bo Bichette gives the A's the lead. It's going to be a single and 4-3 Athletics here with no outs in the inning. And now that brings up Justin Henry Malloy on the 1-2, offering Malloy on the ground, chops 1-2 third, and there's an easy double play turn for the Mets. I'll save you the time. Brent Rooker grounded out. So let's go to the bottom of the 10th, and Mason Miller, guys, has been atrocious this season. 6.28 ERA. We're not going to get rid of him, but he's probably going to lose his closing role to either Gaddis or Velasquez. He's going to strike out Pete Alonso, but we've got 1 out in the inning now for Mark Vientos. On the 1-1 pitch, Vientos has 4 hits tonight, make that 5. Ball game. Okay. Yeah, Mason Miller's done as the closer, man. Vientos leaves his first base coach hanging. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not disappointed. Well, I am, but like, we don't really care about winning this year. Unfortunately, that's just where we're at. Man. I don't know what happened to Mason Miller. He was an all-star back-to-back seasons prior to this, and this year's ERA is 7. I think maybe we give him the Alek Manoah treatment. Send him to the Florida Coast League. I don't know. Wow. I'm going to think about sending him down to AAA. He's too good to be this crap. He's going to get removed from the closer role, though. It's going to be Nelson Velasquez or probably be Gaddis for the rest of the season. But, man, that's brutal. The A's lose tonight, but, we're still rebuilding. Next year's our year when we're going to be playing baseball in an unknown location. So stay tuned to that, folks. Thank y'all for watching episode number 14 of the Sacramento Athletics franchise mode here on MLB The Show 25. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. And Mamba, forever.